a lot to do. You know, we was always taught to believe as a kid, and I know it's extinct now, but it took a village to raise a child. That's what the premise of our community was built on. And I was a product, I'm standing here today as a product of a village that helped my mom and dad raise me. But the Salvation Army meant so much to me. Meant a lot to me. Brought tears to my eyes when I found out that one of my friends, Mel Clemmons, was doing things with Jose, and he reached out to me, and I came up, probably was last year sometime.
Yes, sir.
And you know, when I set foot on the ground, it brought tears to my eyes. I just remember growing up there and how much it meant to me. But you know, when my parents had to work late, long hours at night, it was this place, the Salvation Army, that protected me and provided a safe environment for me and my family, and nourished my potential to grow. When my parents missed important time to assist me with just simple education, 2 + 2, 5 × 5, it was the Salvation Army that provided a foundation for my education. When I felt like giving up at times, as a teenager, didn't know what direction I was going in, didn't know what life was really about, just felt like giving up. At that time, we had a place right over here called Roosevelt Circle. It was a drug-infested housing project. Felt like turning to the streets because I was tired of watching my mom and dad struggle. It was the Salvation Army that encouraged me to continue to do the right thing, because in doing the right thing, you will reap the benefits. So it was this place, the Salvation Army, that when my brothers and I felt like we couldn't do nothing in life, felt like we had lost all direction, didn't know where to go, didn't know how to navigate through the highways of life. It was this place that provided a GPS system and a map that navigated us to be successful. I got a brother that's a fireman. I got another brother that has his own trucking service that drives. So it was this place that taught us the values of hard work and life and keeping your nose clean. When I felt like giving up, like I said, it was this place that pushed me. So the Salvation Army means so much more to me than probably any place it is besides church. Because at Salvation Army, I found my life. And without that, I remember the guy that he was the director at the time, his name was Robert Head. I was a little snotty-nosed kid running in and out, you know, with my brother and them, and he said, "Hey son, you want to learn how to play basketball?" I didn't even know what basketball was at the time, but he put a basketball in my hand, and it changed my life. So it was this place that gave me direction, gave me foundation, taught me the values of hard work, taught me how not to give up and keep on, persevere through life. Without this Salvation Army, I wouldn't know where I would be today. So I'm just thankful to be here, thankful to just speak about this place that means so much to me and will continue to mean a lot to me. I know I came up with Mel when it was again last year.
Your last holiday.
Last week I came up and just done some workouts and got did some things with some young kids basketball-wise. And it put me in the same mind frame that when I was a young kid, that same guy, Robert Head, put a basketball in my hand. I never really been outside of Atlanta. We worked hard. I believe I was about 9 years old. He loaded up the Salvation Army van, gave us some ham and cheese sandwiches and some milk. And we went down to Atlanta to a boys club and played against other kids at the boys club. But at that moment, now that I look back on life, he was teaching me the values of exposure. We didn't have a lot, just $20 in the gas and some sandwiches and some milk. And that experience taught me that it was more beyond these little streets in Marietta and more about life that I wanted to achieve and I wanted to experience and wanted to see. So will y'all do me a favor and do me some justice and by help giving this place, the Salvation Army, a standing ovation, because it has meant so much in my life.